flyers know this uncomfortable feeling all too well. I think most of us have been here before. You're boarding your plane and it's hot, and it's like really hot, especially now during the summer.
And then you're like making your way down the aisle with your luggage and trying to stick it in the upstairs bin, you know, the overhead bin. And it feels like a sauna because the plane's AC isn't on yet. Airline unions are fighting for relief from the heat on the tarmac for passengers, but it's an idea that may have trouble taking off. Tom is at the airport. Are you at Reagan National?
Yes, Reagan National this morning. And, I couldn't help. I feel like everyone out there may have experienced one of those moments when you're sitting on a plane, it just gets hot and stuffy. Never fun to experience that. And this morning, unions representing flight attendants want to see clear guidelines put in place for how hot plane cabins can get during boarding. Again, we're talking about that time after you find your seat, maybe you put your bag in the overhead compartment, and you're waiting for the AC and the engine to turn on. Politico first reported this story, and one of the unions that represents JetBlue flight attendants says they're seeing more and more heat-related illnesses. This push for change comes after an incident like this one that took place in July, where passengers were stranded on the tarmac for, get this, nearly 3 hours in triple-digit temperatures. At least 3 people had to be taken out on stretchers or wheelchairs when the plane returned to the gate. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg described this incident as shocking and infuriating. As of now, though, no federal regulations dictate how hot it can get inside the cabin before AC turns on. So each airline has its own rules, or none at all. According to Politico, American Airlines will let temperatures get to 90 degrees before it describes conditions as too hot to board. JetBlue has its limit at 85 degrees, but like I was saying, Delta, Southwest, and United have no temperature maximum keeping passengers from boarding. Some challenges, though, do face the airlines with this issue. With climate change getting more and more attention, turning on the AC sooner means planes potentially burning more fuel, and that goes against industry pledges to cut down on greenhouse gas emissions. Delays connected to hot cabins also mean delays getting to destinations on time as well. So now, moving forward, unions say they want to see more acceptable rules put in place for how hot plane cabins can get during boarding. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg really hasn't commented on this issue specifically, but he does say that the Department of Transportation continues to monitor heat trends in hopes of keeping customers as safe and comfortable as possible moving forward, guys.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.